So currently, this team trading concept works this way. Good. Every day we have a platform that allows all of us to go in at the same time. Okay? So when we go in and take a trade, currently there are over 400,000 of us. Okay? So we go into this platform and they issue a trading signal. Okay? So this trading signal comes from where? Well, the platform, the founder of the company created an algorithm, and then with this algorithm, it finds, where a good setup is, and then after that setup is determined, they also have a team of professionals to evaluate that setup. Then when those two come to an agreement, that's when they issue a trading signal. So all of the technical stuff is already done for us before they issue the trading signal. Okay, so now we have this trading signal. We go ahead and copy it. Then all 400,000 of us are now copying and trading this signal. Does that make sense? Okay, we all go into the trading platform, and we got 20 minutes to do this. So they allow all 400,000 to get in. Now, once we're all in, the floodgate will open. Boom! When you start to do the trading, your position is pending. You're actually in the market, but you're not live. Okay? It's waiting for the other 400,000 people. But then, when it's time, that floodgate opens, and at the exact same time, 400,000 traders go in at that moment. And because we go in at that moment at the same time, we shock the market. The market is completely shocked. And for that, this is where movement come into play. If you have 400,000 going in at the same time, it will move the market. And that is where we're getting the 99% win. You can't get it by yourself. Nobody can get it by themselves. But as a team, that's where our 99% comes from. There is nothing like that. I've been a day trader for 13 years. The highest, I talk to a lot of professionals. One of the average is around 70% win rate, and they have to manage that. When I first heard about this, 99.6, I was like you, scam. Okay? But I did my homework and decided to be a part of this because there is nothing out there that will be able to team up like this. Oh, and then when we take the trade together, here's what happens. Okay, floodgate opens. All of our positions are now in, but because of that, it just moves the market. So let's say it moves this much. We don't need that much movement. We only need this much. We take base hits every time. We don't care about the big movement. We only need base hits. And when you have 400,000 people doing that at the same time, do you think we have enough power to move this much? Every time. That's how.
What the other 400,000 that cover those orders, to fill those orders?
So this is why we only trade Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only crypto out there that can accommodate our group. Other coins out there are not big enough to accommodate our volume. So yes, the market maker and Bitcoin will be able to cover us all day long. Okay, big is a big company. It's just like, banks and organizations. Why is now I'm talking the stock market. Why is the E-mini so big? And only the big guys trade? Because they got big positions. No other instrument can cover them. Bitcoin is the only one that can cover us.
Is the DSJ a specific exchange just for your company?
No. DSJ is an exchange that is for everybody. We have a 10-year cooperative contract with DSJ. BG Wealth is a marketing company, and they are the one that comes up with the algorithm to do this team trading thing. Yeah, Professor Stephen. Okay, they're the one that comes up with that. But there is a cooperative contract of 10 years, and that 10 years is, the agreement is DSJ, the exchange, they are giving us preferential treatment on this aspect. If you take a look, you go to the DSJ platform in there, there is a button in there called Invited Me. That button is specifically for our team. No one else that is using the platform will have access to that because they have to get everything all set up. So that is our 10-year contract right there. So when we go in there, when we do all this trading thing, okay, that Invited Me is what our team is all about, okay? So 10 years, 3 years is gone. We got 7 years remaining. And of course, they're already talking about, continuing this before the end of the contract. But yes, DSJ has over, last I heard, they have, on and off, they have over 1 million other traders outside of us. But for us, that Invited Me button is just our group, a team of over 500,000. Okay? Yes?
I have two questions. Can you explain why we had a temporary loss, and the other one is what's in your account?
I like that question. No, I don't like that question. Okay. So 4 days ago, we had our first loss. Why? Why did we lose? Even if we had 400,000 people trading at the same time. Because at that moment, there was somebody bigger that traded, and they moved the market in the opposite direction that we did, that we were trading for. That's the only way that we lose. As a single trader, no matter how big your account is, you only play along. Okay, that's the life of any day trader. They only play along the big boys. Okay? How they make money is predicting what the big boys is going to do. As with 400,000 traders, we dictate the direction. But 4 days ago, we lost on one signal. Why? Because there was a bigger fish. But by the end of 2026, our goal is to have 1 million traders strong. It is going to be hard to beat this team, okay? We don't want to control the board all the time. We only want to control the board for that moment because we're only trading for a few seconds, okay? And no, I will not share my account.
Is that why you have the 8 and 2? Is that to control this focus? Why 8 and 2?
8 and 2. Not sure what you're talking about.
Times the trade times.
Oh, well, as far as the trade time, okay, we use the minute time frame, okay? Why the minute? Because it's the most accurate. And our money, because we don't buy and hold, we only are in a position typically. I haven't seen our money at risk any longer than 10 seconds. This 400,000 people movement is fast. We go in, boom, boom, we're done. Your money is literally at risk. No more than 10 seconds. Most of the times, 3 to 5 seconds. That's it. That's how good this team trading thing is. Okay? And then if anybody else says, oh yeah, this, or I already talk about the legality and so forth. Okay? We are completely in alignment with all the regulations and anything that you can think of. We're there. But I like his question. Do you trade? Because only traders actually understand this thing here that we're talking about, in some depth, right? But yeah, we are definitely a market mover.
So that's basically how this kind of works. You guys are, so why 8 and 2? So does the algorithm say that 8 and 2 is a more specific time, or is that no? This is the time that you pick for our traders to say, okay, we're going to move it this much at this time and at this time.
Yeah.
And then that's how we're going to.
That's it. We don't care about any other time. We only care about this moment that we're in. So we control the market for a very short period of time, and that's all we need.
So there's no pattern trade. There's not signal.
No pattern, no nothing. We power our way through at that time. Okay? So by the end of 2026, that power gets greater and greater. And it will come, the goal for the company is 10 million traders. And at that point, it's almost, it's untouchable. When you have a platform that strong, okay, it's untouchable. We control the board at that moment, and that's plain and simple. There's just no other way to say that.